go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, the highway, and in the driveway. Isn't that strange? Cause I'm trying through the climb, I invite pain. You're never human, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, is belief. They'll see the negativity, but I just gotta like that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a pain. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
I woke up this morning, I didn't give a fuck. Took the first sip of my coffee, and I knew I still didn't give a fuck. It's a beautiful morning, and guess what? I don't give a fuck.
I sure don't give two F's when it comes to these strategy pimps. What's happening, y'all? Happy Saturday. We have some comedy in the house. Want to clear up some misinfo, but I see a lot of idiots around YouTube posting about problems on Ben Hill Road and just a lot of shenanigans. But this week, who do we see back on the YouTube streets? The one and only, for my OGs of the channel, my old foe, Benjamin Keyz, has made a return back to the YouTube streets, and he's involved in a new grift with Voices Behind My Balls. Now, Benny Keyz coming back is very interesting. So this live is specifically about the skeleton, the rag-looking doll, Voices Behind My Balls. Benny Keyz said some interesting things, and I'm willing, right? If he comes back to share this, if we have to share this space, because boy, did we go hard at each other. I mean, it was like 90-10 white boy all day. But I mean, it was a pretty big back and forth with me and that guy for years. But I'm willing to take him up on his own words. And I'm also willing to roast him. I'm also willing to go right back to roasting him. But I don't know if I want to. And we'll get there when we get there. But he comes back. He's on Voices Behind My Balls. She's all love drunk. She's all happy about it. She's all excited that Benny's back, right? You can see, right? At one point, she gets up from her chair, right? After Benny joins the panel, and it sounded like a plunger was on the chair. She gets up to get a drink, and it's like, it just like sucks. I mean, that's how excited she was. Like, you know, the moisture. She was very excited. And of course, her cuck husband, Mark, was in the background, probably pleasuring himself. But I'm not positive about that. But here they go again. Now, this is Comedy Central, people. So Benny comes back. You got Voices Behind My Balls, and she's grifting, but she's not smart enough to understand that she's scamming by default. And it's so awesome to break this down for you guys. And I can't wait to do it. Who's in the house? One quick clarification. I post on my community wall a mugshot of Cam. Okay. Now this came after he was on panel. He commented on there. That is not a new mugshot. I posted it. Someone sent it to me. I was surprised to see it. If you remember in the live, he specifically said he's doing weekends. So where he's at, every time he's booked in, which would be every Friday night, you know, you go in Friday, you get out of jail Sunday night, 48 hours. Every Friday night, there's a new booking photo for old Cam. So this doesn't mean he's been arrested 100 times. That place where he's from does things very weird. The whole introduction to contraband thing he was talking about, this booking photo thing. So we have to clarify. We have to get out the truthful information. But what's up, Rhonda? I saw Skunk in the house. The lovely damaged goods. Let me make this bigger so I can see my people. My people. Nana, what's happening? What's happening? Kawana. So glad to catch this live, Matt. Noel, hope your life's been treating the both of you great. It's good to see you as well. What's up, BS is in the house. One of my favorite hate bonding partners on Old Benjamin. Oh, B, have you seen this? Actually, let me rephrase that. I'm joking, of course, but BS is a funny story. I think I've told it before. She's a little fireball, that one. I tried the big dogger. I tried the big dogger a long time ago, and she wasn't going for it. And man, she's a pain in the ass. Pissing me off, she was actually. But we are friends now. And Benny Keyz tried the big dogger too. Now I just was slick trolling comments to her, not like trying to like affect her real life. But that's what Benny Keyz does. He's not a good person, people. But I want to get into this. So what's up, Donnie? Yeah. Constance, feel free to drop it through. What's up, Constance? What'd she say? B, I thought you were a mod. I didn't know you were a mod. I gave 5 memberships away. What's Constance say? Sue was saying last known. Oh, Constance? Oh, you're saying she's in chat? B, yeah, I see B. You don't have the tablet? Hey, hang on there, B. What's up, Twister? Okay, guys, so listen. I want to clear something up real fast, right? I want to clear something up because this is really bothering me. Look, I keep seeing shit like this all over YouTube, and it's really, really weird. It's frustrating. And we have to call out a big giant channel at the end of this live as well, because they were crying about something I did. This channel has like 205,000 views. It's amazing the nerves that I get. That I piss a lot of people off over here, and we're very, very happy about it. If you can see in the background that this ball game, did you guys see that viral video? This can get all mad because guy caught the ball for his son right there and went and cried about it. I mean, Jesus Christ, with these. This came from Lisa K. One kind of surprised me a little bit. always been okay with Lisa. I don't know if Lisa is paid. So here it is right here. Now that's that weirdo. It's going to be. Okay, let me get together. But let me I'll break this down. Let me flop over here. How's that look? It looks terrible. You can't even see it. Let's blow that up a little bit, shall we? Shall we blow this up a little bit? We shall. No, that's even worse. Come on, dude. What are you doing already? All right, this is all you get. So it says, there is trouble on the Hill. Candace has moved to Georgia, and is looking for work. Trouble erupted over Don cozying up to a couple of less than truthful YouTubers. And what that might lead to. Pressure is building. Is something or someone about to break? See how it all ties into a new theory about what might have happened to Summer? And who knows? Are we nearing the end? This is like so stupid. These people, deal people. Yeah, Don and Candace got into an argument. Ooh, it happens all the time. Do I run to YouTube and tell you guys they had a fight? No. Do I yell? Do I announce all the times me and Noel get into fights? No. Because it's nobody's business if a married couple or a couple who has been together forever get into an argument. Who cares? Now, I do understand that Candace posts stuff to raise questions. But I mean, think about what you're reading. She literally says, starting over in Georgia. Well, no, she's in Tennessee, people. She's in Tennessee, actually. She didn't start a new job. You got to think about what you're reading. You know what I'm saying? I can't just go to California and start over with no job. No, you have to have a foundation. Okay. Sometimes people post when they're mad. Sometimes people post to piss their ex off. I don't know, and I can't think for people. But what I do know is couples get into an argument all the time. Sometimes people need a day or two to blow off. Happens to me, hey, it's normal, right? I just don't get this. I have no idea why this has anything to do with somewhere else. They get into a fight. I've known them for years. They've gotten into a lot of fights. They've literally heard me and Noel get into a lot of fights over the years. It's not a big deal, right? I just don't get it. But there's no trouble in Ben Hill. There's no divorce. There's no separation. This is all a fantasy lie. It's not true. Now, you can believe it if you want. But as someone who talks to them very frequently, I'm telling you, there's no truth to this. So if you want to entertain it, go ahead. I'll be here laughing and saying I told you so, as I do all the time with these tragedy pimp grifters. Now, I want to get right into the meat and potatoes today, people. Right into the meat and potatoes. So, and I won't be boring you too long or any of this stuff, but it's very important that we address some of the misinfo in this horrendous grift. Now, if you don't know, Cher decided that crowdfund money for people to take lie detector tests. What exactly this would do to the professionals that are handling the case. They do not take this lady at all seriously because she's called the TBI 1,075 times with fraudulent clips, with clickbait. Let's have a listen at the skeleton and the YouTube whore voices behind my balls as she brings back Benjamin Keyz, aka the man who banged his ex-wife's brother-in-law. Can we get an audio check? Can we get an audio check? 1, if it's good. 2, if it's no good. 1, if it's good. 2, if it's no good. This gave me a warning. That's why I'm asking. Can you hear? So you guys cannot hear her? I'm getting 1s. I'm getting 2s. Cher is an effing joke. Okay. I'm going to. You should be able to hear it now. It's spotty, goes in and out. I gotcha. I was stopping and playing it though. So let me. Okay. Gotcha, guys. Okay. So you haven't missed anything yet. Let me just rewind this back. So Cher has now is taken. This is a new grift, people. This is a new grift. Allegedly past Don and Candace, right? How dumb is that? How dumb is that? She wants to be able to see the results. Now let's keep it real. Do you think Cher, Prayer Garden, and all of these morons, if the lie detector tests were to be publicly shown, does anybody believe that they wouldn't pick that apart and micromanage that? I mean, it's just the entitlement, right? But I'm just letting you know what she's doing right here. So I want to show you guys some stuff, but let's go here first. I want to tell you about Joe because you guys probably haven't watched Voices in a long time. Either have I. And before Benny Key joins, what? Okay, not a problem. I don't know why. So you didn't hear any of that. Not a problem. So all she did was talking about Jody Sue. She's talking about this lie detector test, right? Let me know if you can hear it now, guys. Right now.
Looking over my shoulder all the time.
Go on.
Everyone was being nice to me. I'd be like, what the fuck is up? Just like when you got a house full of kids, all of a sudden it's quiet. I'd be worried. Hey, Walter. Hey, Joe.
Listen, guys. Listen. Watch this.
No. Oh, don't do that, Joe. We're not doing that. We're being comment. I don't know if it was you earlier calling her Miss Piggy. We're not doing that. I deleted that comment too. So I hate that this my channel absolutely this.
So people, Cher has gotten serious. She's like Betty. No, I'm back to the real true crime. Joe, you're always welcome over here, Joe. You're always welcome over here, and we'll rip into her ass. Oh, we're gonna do it today. Joe, come on over. Get your troll on. But Joe gets threatened about blocking and everything else because now Cher is serious. Now, Joe, how dare you, Joe? You don't know the rules. You can't go over there calling Ziggy a fat pig or Miss Piggy. But what you are allowed to do is go over there and just call Don and Candace whatever you want. Duh, Joe. I mean, get with the fucking program, Joe. But, you know, Cher is turning around for serious, y'all. There's no more grifts. There's none of this. But let's have a listen at this entire joke of a live, right? Now I'm going to bring you to, we're going to listen to how weird this is.
This isn't for kids, okay? It's true crime. It shouldn't even be for anyone that's under 18, in my opinion. JD, hi, Mary. You know, I'm going to delete the comment. And then if it happens again, I'm timing you out. And one more time, I guess I'm starting a block list. In fact, I don't even know if I'm going to do the 3 strike. No, I'll delete the comment. I'm done with the shit. Hi, Roswell. Miss Hills, Jewelry, Tammy.
Watch this, guys.
Well, that's understandable. It's been too much. It's been years now. I get that. That's a fair feeling. Okay. Hi, Auntie's Life, JD. Hi, Mary. That would be good. I mean, obviously, I would love to poly Dawn and Candace. And from what I hear, like Dawn and Candace are allegedly broken up and stuff. So,
the rumor.
Dawn, what up, homie? Baby.
Now, people, if you don't know about this, I must do something at this point right now in the chat. It has to be done. So please hold for your viewing pleasure. Try not to laugh. So what I will be showing to you now are several screenshots debunking everything she said thus far. Now, Exhibit 1, she doesn't believe that Dawn and I've never seen it. After the parents started getting harassed multiple times off of from the Dr. Phil interview, there was an article done specifically with Dr. Phil where he talks about the polygraph test. Now, I've posted this millions of times. If you have never seen that, that's funny because that gets hit like you wouldn't believe. But what we have here, when she says she wants Dawn to call her, she's not joking, people. Now, on Exhibit A, this would be Cher, voices behind my balls, getting dressed up and sending these photos to Dawn Wells because she thought that she can convince Dawn through sex tactics that, I guess in her mind, oh, he'll just admit he did this horrendous crime on his children. So notice her hands. Now, she might be on all fours. That thing probably smells like a Dead Sea behind her. But who's taking the photo, you may ask? Well, wondering minds would want to know. Well, that would be obviously her cuck husband, because he also took this one and then which then she sent to Dawn. Now, of course, her thinking was, oh, Dawn will give me all the information that I need. I'll trick him. It's like two little baby cupcakes. You know, when I first got sent these, I was like, what the hell? What is this? A 12-year-old kid or what? That looks like me when I was 12, my butt, before I did start doing squats. But no, that's Cher, people. That would be Cher. And it's pretty disgusting and raunchy. But so make sure that you take her for serious when she says, hey, Dawn, call me, because that really happens, people. Now, let's go back to this horrendous live. And let's have a listen at this horrendous grift. And let me show you how dumb this person is. How dumb this person is. I mean, this is comical. We haven't even got the laughs yet. Watch this shit. Where are we going from here? We're going 24 minutes.
Live confirmed they're doing this, and go ahead, continue on with the plans. Share. Andy popped up in chat live. Everyone saw it. That was there and said, set me one up to, I want a polygraph too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that went. And then
I see it. I don't know why. It's really pissing me off. It's what's happening. Oh, there it goes. I paused it.
I can go ahead and do it, but we aren't going to get anything. Like, we won't get any answers from it. They're going to hold it as part of the tool for them in the investigation.
So,
and we all doing this for over 4 years. I
as
think
they should, right? I mean, I
yes, exactly.
So you guys missed it because it was loading. Let me replay this. It's very comical. So at this point on the live, Benny has joined, right? She is trying to talk one way. Okay. She's saying in this little piece how the TBI knows what she's doing with grifting to get money to buy all these polygraphs for people, right? She's saying it's the TBI gave her the okay because of what she's been doing for 4 years, right? Now, Benny Keyz then says she's trying to paint like Andy doesn't want to do a polygraph. And then Benny comes in and goes, well, I mean, as he should, right? And then she's forced to be like the yes man to Benny because she's such a yes man to Benny, right? But it's comical. I'll replay it real fast because I know we missed that part.
Continue on with the plans, Cher. Andy popped up in chat live. Everyone saw it that was there and said, set me one up too. I want a polygraph too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that went. And then Jody Sue Brown went live telling everyone not to do it, and then whatever. So I'll repeat for the other people who are still giving me shit today. Why is because, or why not have TBI do it and not pay the money? And why are you doing this? And the reason why is because sure, TBI or the FBI can go ahead and do it, but we aren't going to get anything. Like, we won't get any answers from it. They're going to hold it as part of the tool for them in the investigation. And we all doing this for over 4 years. I
as
think
they should, right? I mean,
yes, exactly. Yep. So,
so you see how she's trying to say she's trying to say, give me money so I can buy polygraph tests, because if the TBI does them, they'll hold it for us. We can't see. There's no transparency. And Benny's like, well, yeah, as they should. And then she totally oh, let me lick your ass, Benny, right? But there's more. So I told you Benny Keyz is back. And I have the full combo of him. He said he'll be coming back to the community, people. So I have an open, Benny, I know you're going to watch this. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned. I have a little personal message directly to you. It might not be what you think as well. Okay. But let's keep this going, people. Let's keep this going. Okay. This is interesting. So we're going to 27 minutes now.
I just truly hope that no matter what happens, that it could bring some answers for Summer in some way.
I'm not sure.
Some people think that
I'll talk about that in 1 second. I'm not sure.
Deserve any answers. I agree, but I also disagree because we've all put our blood, sweat, and tears into this for over 4 years. And I think it would be a nice tool for us to have to kind of, okay, well, maybe I can go a little harder on this area and maybe not on this for now.
Blood, sweat, and tears into the case. Lady, you sent Don Wells your ass cheeks. You had 0 teeth before Summer Wells went missing. 0. Because of Summer Wells going missing and because of you exploiting this case, you have all new teeth. You faked a marriage. You faked a marriage off of Summer Wells going missing. You absolutely faked the marriage. Not off Summer, but off Quentin Simon, you faked a trip to Georgia. You faked the marriage. You got a grill. Everything that you have has came off missing children. What blood, sweat, and tears? As far as all you did is befriend Don, right? You befriended Don. And let's keep it real. Half of YouTube did, right? Half of YouTube did. And most of you guys put a knife in his back. And it's not like you befriended him and then it's not like you exposed him for anything. Like, what did we learn about the case with all your secret conversations with Don? Nothing. A bunch of but what happened with you is you had to step it up a notch because the market was inflated because, you know, everybody, right? You weren't the only one talking to Don. You had to step it up. So you said, hey, Mark, come let me bust it open. I'm going to send these to Don. And your cuck husband agreed. How weird is that? How weird is it that your husband let you take those photos, which you've openly said on your live before? It's very strange, but there is no blood, sweat, and tears. It's only been grifts with you, lady. It's only been grifts. Stop the lies. And to answer your question, Cricket, I don't know. We're talking about the Benny Keyz coming back in a second. He was so with Benny Keyz, he was never ordered by Google or YouTube to stop, right? Technically, I don't think she's ban evading right now. I don't know, right? Here's what I do know, and I haven't looked into it. A judge ordered him to not be on social media whatsoever. Zero YouTube, zero Facebook, because in what he got arrested for, he attacked his ex-wife using Facebook. So the judge said no internet. Okay. Now, if I had to guess, that I do not know this for a fact. If I had to guess, it's been a little bit of time since he's been gone. He may have completed that probation, maybe, because he's been off the internet. He's been away for a long time. I don't think he's that stupid to crash out and go back on, knowing people dislike him and knowing that people will call up. So I don't think he's that stupid, but I think that he has completed it. That's just my guess. I don't know. I do not know. But let's continue this absolute grift.
And as you guys know, that will also be completely transparent.
What I want everybody in chat to do is pay attention to the screen. Please pay attention to the screen.
I have deleted my PayPal, my everything. The only thing that I have is anything that I get from here, which is going to be whatever I get for September 21st. I will show you right now what I have coming to me. I'm telling you, I have shown my payment account many times. Anytime you guys catch me trying to fundraise, I'm going to be completely transparent. So I have that I will receive on September 21st, between September 21st to 25th. You guys, anyone who's a creator knows how this works. I will receive.
What's up, Grind and Shine? What's up, Candace? What's up, everybody? If I haven't got to you yet, I will. So really fast, quick note on this. Notice Mark. This guy gives you these creep vibes. The awkward, look at this awkward vibe that he is. He's giving you the awkward looking into the camera. So I paused it up too because I'm going to break down her grift right now, right? So it's Benny Keyz and her talking. He's just awkwardly staring into the camera. He gives you those vibes of, remember before Justice for Nobody was a solo creator? He used to go over and hang on Molly Golightly's live all the time. And she would be talking all this shit, and he would be doing exactly what Mark is doing, nothing. He was there to be the yes man. Every now and then, Molly would go on a rant, and then Justin would go, Mark. It's about all his input was. But now Mark, and I specifically want you to pay attention to this because it's very telling. We know that Mark is a cuck. And at this moment, if you just watch it, this is how he watches when he does his cuckness, right? Now, to the scam. This is called a scam by default. What Voices Behind My Balls is explaining is her YouTube studios. She is stating what she's making in her studios. That is an estimated revenue. Your YouTube studios tells you what it thinks you're going to make. That is not at all accurate. And she says how much money she's made this month, which tells me how dumb she is, which is $200 and some odd. Now, let me show you how really dumb this lady is. Now, keep in mind, this is her idea. She wants to take money from people to get these polygraph tests for these people in the case, right? Watch how dumb this lady is. Now, you would not want these people looking for your missing child. They just don't have it together. Let's break this down, shall we? Let's break it down.
$284.36, but I think my account is like negative $10, so I'll get like $270. So,
just for the record, you cannot go negative with Google. That is one of the dumbest things I have ever heard in my life. You're talking about the richest company in the world, right? That pays every YouTuber on the 21st of each month. You can't go negative. It's not a debit card. There's no overdraft. They deposit. They deposit only. They don't take. There's no need for negative and charges or anything. It's not a bank account. It's a 1099. They deposit every 21st because when they deposit, everything's been deducted. They take taxes out. If somebody donates $10 right now, I wouldn't get that $10. I would be thankful if somebody donated $10, but in all reality, I would get. YouTube is always changing their terms and service and agreements. But for a long time, it was a little more than half. Certain things, they only take 35%. But, right now, $10, I get about $6.65 of that, maybe around $7.12. YouTube gets the rest, which makes her idea so stupid because in a moment, I'll show it after this. She keeps posting on her community wall. As a matter of fact, just for the point, let's do that right now. She keeps posting on her community walls about all the donations she's getting, right? Now, keep in mind, she's raising money for polygraph tests, right? But if you don't have enough common sense to understand, right, that what somebody gives you, you cannot, that's not what it is. Watch how dumb this is. So here she is posting on her wall because Liz super chatted $49.99 for polygraph fund. Thanks. Well, we can't really count $50 to the total. We'd have to be silly to think that. Now, why? Because it's not $50. So by default, right? Her own subs are going to get fed up with her when the amount is not fulfilled. Because Liz is like, wait, I gave 50. Wait a minute, something's fishy. Because people can add up all the stuff, but it's never going to be. That's not $50. It's not. So this is by default. She's creating havoc between her own subscribers. But a grifter will always grift. She says, I've already played it. I deleted all my I deleted my PayPal, my Venmo, my Cash App. I've deleted all this, right? She already said, okay, not a problem. But wait a minute. Wait. But wait. You just told us that you deleted your Venmo, your Cash App. So why did Aaron M just Cash App you $25 and you posted it? You can't even make this shit up, people. You can't make this shit up. So it is a grift. So she's saying only send a super chat, only send super chats. I've deleted. You're getting caught in your own lies already. This is You have to love it, people. You have to actually love it. Let's go back to the grift. Going back to the grift. Uh-oh, wait. Let me let it catch up. Oh, my internet is being today. I don't know why. What? Yeah, it is storming over here, but it's okay though. We'll get it all covered, guys. Let me just rewind it 2 seconds. Watch this. Keep up, guys. Keep up.
First, the 25th. You guys, anyone who's a creator knows how this works. I will receive $284.36, but I think my account is like negative $10. So
That's
I get like
impossible.
$270. So I'll go ahead and post that. You see that?
Yeah, I'm scared of that woman on the screen.
Is that clear? $284.36 is what YouTube will pay me on September 21st. So I have half of Fred's payment right now. So I need about that much more to make sure I get this done for Fred. And then when I set up Andy, we'll talk then. But I have, so technically add another $50 on top of that. Okay. So that's where I'm at right now. And so my YouTube money, and then as well, I have my Cash App streaming on there on the banner, because that is the only link that I will be collecting funds for to help pay for what I'm doing. So, and that's that. And I'm going to keep the donors private until after both tests are done. And
You've been literally posting all their shit all over. So she doesn't realize that this is just her being a dumbass, right? I can't say, guys, I need 500, for this test, and then just send me super chats, and then expect you guys would start getting frustrated because you guys can go back to the live chat and count up the donations, and you would think dollar for dollar, right? That I've met the 500, but in all reality, that's not what you're going to have or get right now. What's interesting about this is we caught her in the Cash App lie. She's too dumb to realize this, right? This is not who you want finding and missing children. But also, it's the reason for the Cash App, the donation request is because all creators get paid on the 21st. She's also too stupid to realize it's not the 21st through the 25th. That's not how it works. It's the 21st every single month, like clockwork, unless it falls on a weekend. Then it'll be directly the next Monday. That's how it works, right? But I bring that up because I wonder what's going to happen on the 21st. I wonder if we're going to even hear anything about it, or what excuse will we hear? We've already heard, hey, I'm raising money to get married. But what had happened was, hey guys, I'm going down to Georgia, quitting science. But what had happened was, so let's see what happens on the 21st. But this is just a complete grift on every level. But at 38 minutes on this shitty live, Benny Keyz starts talking. Let's have a listen at the old Benjamin, shall we? Let's have a listen at old Benjamin.
Kind of components around all of that. So, but yeah, that's really my opinion on it all. And I don't have too much more. I think the only other thing that I heard earlier today, somebody texted me and told me that Candace may or may not have left the Hill and went down to Georgia in search of work. And, if that's the case, best wishes to her and good luck.
the devil went down to Georgia.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah,
So
I've heard that too.
Yeah, all things aside, I think we've all known that the two of them were more like oil and water than anything else. So maybe that split will be a blessing for both of them.
I don't know why it's so choppy. That's not on my end. I'm playing it. But he's talking about somebody texted him and said that Candace and Don massive breakup. And now he's giving his Benny Keyz relationship advice. Now, at this moment, I would like to stop this chat for 1 second because Cher brings Benny Keyz on as he is a good person. A good person. And Benny Keyz is giving actual relationship advice, right? Speaking on Don and Candace, I would like to remind you all. Let's have a look-see at Benny Keyz and his domestic violence arrest, where he choked and beat up. Oh yeah, we have it. I absolutely have it. This is like too easy as far as receipts goes for old white boy. This is light work. I've been done all these lives on these grifters before, but if you haven't seen it, for your viewing pleasure. Okay, weird. That's not showing. Give me 1 second. It's very important that we show this. Here we go. Alrighty then. On January 19th at 9:48, Richardson police officer C. Bonificio, badge number 999, was dispatched to 611 Royal Crest, Dallas County, Texas, in reference to a complaint of offense of assault. Officer Bonificio contacted the victim, Crystal, who was advised she was assaulted by her boyfriend, Benjamin Dwayne Lindsay, white male, 315-79, whom she had dated for 7 months and whom she lives with. She reported that she told him she wanted to end their dating relationship and he needed to move out of their house. He became upset and argued with her. He approached her and headbutted her on her forehead, causing her glasses to cut the left side of her face near the left eye. She advised after the headbutt, she immediately felt the pain and fell to the ground. Officer Bonificio observed the injuries of Crystal's forehead, left cheek, that were consistent with the statements. Benjamin Lindsay is accused of committing the offense and was taken to jail. Now, but he's on Cher's live giving relationship advice. And Cher thinks that this is a good person to talk about the missing persons case, right? It's interesting because we'll get into that in a minute. Let's go back to this shitty live, though.
Yeah.
Chat is ecstatic to hear you.
Mm-hmm. I do appreciate everyone's well wishes, and I do want to take a moment to say that, you know, I'll be around a little bit, and I may do some live streaming here and there, but it's going to be solely true crime. I'm not here to, you know, battle it out and swing axes and swords with, you know, old internet enemies or any of that.
So it's very choppy, and I apologize. What he said is, I will be around here and there for a little bit, but I'm not here to swing battle axes with old internet enemies. I think this is Benny Key's way of saying it will be back to YouTube. I saw B earlier in the comments say that he's done his time. That was my guess. I do trust BS's word on this because she does her research, especially with this guy. So it's fair to say that we'll probably see Benny Keyz around the YouTube streets again. Now, that was my guess, and it looks like I nailed it on the head. Thank you, B, for that. Because, like I said, he was never banned by Google. It was always by a judge's orders. If he completed the probation or whatever, then he's just completed it. Benny Keyz, we have a lot of history, me and you, a lot. I heard what you said. And I'm willing to take your word at face value. If you mean what you say and you say what you mean, and that's really what you're going to do when you come back, then I'm going to leave you alone. You don't have to worry about nothing from me. That is a promise from man to man. I don't believe that you'll do that. I don't believe that you'll give me the opportunity to leave you alone. I think that you're going to come back with the fuck shit. You've done a lot of nasty things, a lot of shitty things, a lot of personal attacks to not only me, but my wife. But I would be a huge hypocrite if I was sitting up here and I said, I don't believe that people can change. So if you truly mean that, then you don't have nothing to worry about for me, man. Because I do know that I was like a thorn in your ass when you were on these YouTube streets. I do know that I made a lot of videos, a lot of lives about you. And I do know that if you wanted to come back and do exactly what you just said, then you wouldn't want somebody like me doing those things. So that's all I have to say, and that's my message to Benny Keyz. Hopefully this gets shared to him. Hopefully this doesn't mean that I support Benny Keyz. This doesn't mean that I'll be in his lives. No. Again, he's done a lot of damage to a lot of people. The trailer to this video, the trailer to this live was him talking with that skeleton lady, talking about stabbing Don Wells in the stomach, murdering Don Wells. I mean, the guy has killed dogs. He's attacked a lot of women. I'm not here to tell you about what Benny Keyz has done and hasn't done. But what I'm saying is, if that's what he's going to do when he comes back, I hope it's true. What do you think, B? Do you think he's going to actually come back and say what he says, or do you think this is just a crock of shit? I don't know if I believe him. Won't change. Full stop. I'm with you guys. I think that you're absolutely right. I remember when he went full Christian and was singing. He was going to church. He's there's something not clicking right. He's very similar to an Ernie show. And I don't believe it, but I will put that out there just in case. Here's what I honestly think is what's going to happen. Here's my honest prediction. I do think that he's going to come back. I do think that maybe he'll give it a go at what he says, realizing that he's not getting the traction that he used to. He's going to have to switch it up and be the person that he is trying not to, or whatever, if that makes sense. Or he might just come back full scumbag, which is probability. Look, Doug, no thanks. Another idiot, right? Very, very like-minded, like Ernie show. He's been kicked off each platform. He's over there on TikTok doing the same things. He loves his ego stroked 100%. they're planning something. I don't believe him. He hasn't done anything to show that he's different either. Him and Cher are already scheming. Absolutely. Good. That's actually a very good. That is such a good comment because it's so common sense for anybody that's watching this live that knows them. I wish people would take that into consideration when it comes to the Summer Wells case. I'm not here to tell you or to promote anybody's innocence. I'm not here to tell you who to believe or what to believe. You can believe whatever you want on that. All I say is when it comes to some of these people involved, if you don't think that comment on the screen was going on, you're crazy. Of course it was. But let's finish this ridiculous live out.
I want to stay, in the solution and not the problem. So that's kind of where I'm at. And,
I was so disappointed what people did to you. And there's a reason why, but anyway, I'm glad that your voice is back. And I kind of went mute for a while you're gone too, because
notice the cuck and the awkward look of Mark with zero input. You cannot tell me that he is not in his head imagining Benjamin Keyz railroading, dog piling, drilling Cher like one of those photos she sent Don so he could watch in his little cuck chair. You could not convince me from that thought for $1 million. That guy is absolutely a cuck. He got so excited when he took those photos of her and sent them to Don. Look at him. He's all boning up. He's all boning up right now.
That's all people want to do is just bash. And that's why I just started coming back like in this last month, I'd say last couple of weeks. And I just exactly same as you, like that's not, summer's still gone. And that's been going on for over 4 years, just thrashing at each other. And she's still missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear my audio is kind of bad. My phone is almost dead, and I got it on the charge. So I'll let you guys get back to it. And thank you for having me. And we will definitely do it again very soon.
Absolutely. I'm so happy that you're back. I'm happy.
I want to drop this link for you. I really would like I would like to know. I would like to have a quick conversation with you if you don't mind, just about these idiots. I don't know if you're busy or ready or you don't have to put the camera on. Hopefully you can join. I just want to pick your brain. I would love to know what your thoughts about this. And I asked BS that because I'm not going to put her business out there about, Benny and stuff. I guess I'll give you a little bit of her business, even though I shouldn't do this. No, she's posted about it, so it's public. This asshole, over the dumbest stuff. Look, I've argued with BS in the past. We became friends, right? But never, ever did I think it would be a good idea to start looking up her family members and calling the jobs of where some of her family members worked and telling the internet that's just weird shit. Why would I do that? It wasn't that serious. Did she annoy me? Yeah, because she's not going to let people push her around. Sure. She talked shit back. She's supposed to. She surprised me, and she's good. But it didn't affect my ego so bad that I had to go like dox her people. That's weirdo shit, and that's what this guy does, man. If you don't know, a lot of you guys know. Come on, you've been around these streets a long time, but a lot of you don't know who Benny Keyz is, and that's why this live is important. Here she is. Cool. What's happening, Mama? You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. What do you think about this?
I'm just chilling. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, I got an echo. Hold on one sec.
Okay. Let's let her get right. And guys, I'm putting you guys' comments in the chat. For some reason, man, when I play let me do this actually. When I was playing the video, it was like having a lag on putting your comments on the screen, but I'm going back and doing it now. So I'm gonna scroll back a little bit, guys. B, whenever you want to jump in, go ahead. I think she's fixing her audio piece. And as long as he stay focused. Okay, I think she hopped down. What's up, Running Bear? I'll never trust BK. He's a lot like Earn. People like him don't change. I don't think he will work a real job, and he's going to need money. I hope he change, but I'm definitely not holding my breath. Yeah, as I'm reading these comments, we have to remember a lot of things. It wasn't just the court stuff, guys. Like at the end, before he got banned, remember the whole I forget what he did, but he was posting a screenshot of somebody, or he shared a screenshot and he accidentally there was something about him taking like Valium, and then he blamed the Valium on his mom. Remember that? I forget the specifics of it, but what I'm getting at is there's an addiction aspect to it, just like Ernie. But and also with that being said, I've had his exes on, not the one that pressed all these charges on him, but I've had Lene on. Lene's a mod of mine, Lene, and she's he's been like this for a lot of his life. So like I said, man, it's hard. You take it with a grain of salt. I don't know what happened to B. She came up, her audio had a thing, and she dropped down. Let me do this. Is she in chat? I haven't seen Mark in over a year. He's looking like a Gandalf. Ziggy was on the hill, and all she got was a dog. Ziggy isn't Don Wells' cup of tea. Give me a sec. Connecting my PC. Gotcha. Let me tell you about Ziggy, guys, if you don't know this, right? So I don't know what this means, right? Let me finish this until she pops back up. Let's play the rest of this real fast.
And yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Remind me to tell you about Ziggy.
I'm beyond measure. I really am. It couldn't have, my situation couldn't have worked out any better. So
good.
Again,
will we have some new music coming out?
Yeah, probably. First things first. I'm kind of getting more on the hunt for. I'm working now and kind of trying to get into something a little more specialized, and so I'm navigating all of the rivers of life.
Love it. I love it.
So,
Sweet.
Yep. But I'm blessed. I will not complain, and I'll take it as it comes.
There you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Anyways, thank you for having me, and I'll be in contact with you probably later on tonight.
Yes, I'm going to send you the files because I definitely will want your help with Lily and Jack. So.
Okay, I'm so glad I replayed this. I'm going to end it now. Guys, I need a huge favor. If you want to support me, it's an easy way to do it without sending money or something like that. Can you guys please? Apparently, Lily and Jack. Okay, I think it's the stepfather in that case. Is that correct? He's been talking to people. Guys, you guys need to help me get in touch with him, man. Because these two are talking to him, right? Cher has been talking to Lily and Jack's. Is it the stepfather? Somebody please do me a huge favor. Noel, put the number in chat. please either text this number. I'm begging you guys, and I need your help. I need the Facebook or something. If she can get a hold of him, so can I. This guy needs to know about her, man. This guy needs to know about her. Okay. Please help me with this. Okay. Let's make this happen, guys, because she's going to do all this weird shit to him and all this. Okay. And, I don't know too much about that case. But if you do, don't let this happen. Okay. And it would be a huge help if you could connect me with them. Okay. But there you have it with these guys. So really fast, I'm going to drop the link again for B. But back to Ziggy. When somebody was talking about her dog, I don't know what this means. I have some theories. I want to pick you guys' brain. When she went to Ben Hill, Don Wells took her to the church. What's the church that they go to? B entered the stage at the stage. He took her to that domination that church, right? They went to service or whatever. After they get out, Ziggy started bawling her eyes, crying hard. And he was like, "What's wrong?" And she couldn't give him a reason. Just something to think about, guys. What's that, B?
Hey, sorry about all that.
It's cool.
So what do I think about it all? I mean, I hope that Benny Keyz does better. Like I want to see everyone do better. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
He already, like, I watched the live with Nick briefly, where he goes onto her panel right after Cher's. I don't know if you've seen that. You should probably.
Oh, I haven't.
You should watch it. I'll send you the link later. I'll send your wife the link. Yeah, I'll send your wife the link through text or something.
Does he contradict himself?
I think he does like this sideways type of. He thinks he's slick, where he makes these jokes about Katie, and he made like 2 or 3 jokes about Katie during that thing. Like he's trying to play this innocent person, but then he makes jokes about Katie in this HPV thing. I don't know if you heard about it. And yeah, it's just ridiculous because like it's like becoming like this huge.
Benny, I'm telling you right now, you can't be messing with Katie, bro. That's
she doesn't have HPV anymore. It's a long backstory. I could probably call you guys and let you know what happened, but
does Katie know that he has hepatitis C?
No, I mean, she doesn't ever go after him. She doesn't talk about him. So it's ridiculous that he's sitting here making these comments. So if you're trying to like not create beef with your old people, right? The old people you had beef with, why are you now saying stuff about someone that's never done anything to you?
And,
you know what I mean?
And exactly here, it always starts with the women. He always goes after women. You know what I mean? Super, super weird. Yeah, I hope that's not true because Benny, I will roast you. I'm trying to be nice, but I enjoy roasting you. You're very easy. There's I have files of dirt on you. I never deleted it, and I absolutely will destroy you. So you better leave Katie alone.
I'm absolutely sick to death with the whole HPV thing. And that's just because people don't realize a lot about it and they should do their research. You know, a lot of the times.
I thought HPV was only something a guy can get.
A guy carries it, but but shows no symptoms, right? And then gives it to a girl and she can get cancer from it. Or it can turn into genital warts. She did not get genital warts. This is fucking ridiculous. And I'm fucking sick of hearing about it. And she had HPV, but it was taken care of. And it does go dormant. Not dormant. Your body fights it off within a couple years after you've had some treatment. I believe that's how it goes. But anyway, yeah. I'm not a nurse, so I don't know everything about it, but I do know you can not have it anymore. You can show negative results after some time. I know that a man can give it to you and he could have no idea that he has it and gives it to a girl. So I don't see how it's fair and why it's a joke. It's not funny. So
is this something that like Nicolina is pushing? It's not.
Pretty much.
Obviously,
Nicolina has it
I don't
out
know
for
about
whomever.
it. Sounds like, yeah, and that's what I was going to get at. It sounds like something that Katie may have said in the past, and Nicolina is trying to make a joke and clown about it and bring it back up. But here's what I've noticed, right? Which is very telling. Nicolina is the person who actually isn't she the same person who called Katie trans or drag?
Yeah, she makes up a bunch of jokes about Katie.
That's wild to me. That's saying that Katie looks like a man.
She said a lot of things about Katie. Anything to make a joke about Katie. Katie's also, yeah, she's trans. She's barren. You know, unmarriable. I can go on and on. The list goes on.
The farthest thing from the truth.
Yeah, she's a sweet person. Like if anyone talked to Katie, I mean, you know, off to the side, they would realize that she's a real person. She's a sweet person. She has a good heart. I like Katie.
We support Katie. I like her. I think she's at the point where like and I talked to you off YouTube and stuff. We've known each other for a long time, but I don't think Katie wants to open that door. And that's smart of her. It's good of her. Maybe she don't trust us fully yet. That's cool though. She should absolutely stay like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she just ignore. I want her to ignore him. I hope she just ignores him because she doesn't need that, and it's whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So he went on Nicolina's. I'm actually gonna try to play that. Well, she deletes everything. It's probably still not up, is it?
Oh no! It even says it's her last live. Unless she went live today, but it's her last live. It'll say something about Benny Keyz shows up or something like that. You'll see it in the title.
I'm a medical professional. HPV is common. Hep C is curable. Herpes is curable. Syphilis is curable. Yes. I thought they were going to give us like a better explanation. Y'all have a good one. I can't take this Katie ass sucking. Skunk doesn't like Katie. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry.
She's jealous of Katie. Nick is just bitter, miserable, frumpy housewife. So that's what I was going to. That's what I as well think when it comes to the two of them. It doesn't make any sense. The hate. There's a lot of hate from Nicolina, and it's obviously, in my view, I don't know the whole situation. It looks like jealousy to me. That's just my it
is jealousy, and it's fine. I mean, we say things about Nick, so I'm not going to play like we're innocent. We do say things about Nick as well. I'm sure it antagonizes her, but I do think she takes it a little bit too low. She goes really low below the belt. Like she wishes people's kids dead, things like that. I can't deal with it. So
it's a little much. Yeah. Thank you, Nana. I appreciate that.
I'm just saying I'm not trying to play innocent. That's all.
So you said a lot though. Let's think about this for a second. The guy is saying he wants to come back. He wants to come on YouTube. He wants to stay away from the drama. But let's keep it real. He goes from that live to basically one of the biggest real lifers there is on YouTube. And if you were trying to keep it calm, cool, and collective and not have drama, you wouldn't even be in that live, right? Definitely not on panel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting, but people they'll have to see it for themselves, man.
Yeah. Did you find it?
Oh, no. Are you gonna send it? I don't even know what the channel's.
Okay. My bad. I didn't know you're waiting on it. My bad.
Yeah, if you send it to the well, I'll play it.
Okay.
All right, that's it though. So you don't think it's gonna change, huh?
I don't think so.
Me either, man.
I think he might be cool for a little while, lay a little low, and then he's gonna get comfortable, and then he's just gonna be himself again. I can't help but think that.
I think you're right, man. I think you're right, and it's not too hard to call some of these people on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He went straight to one of the biggest grifters. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Crazy. All right, let me. I want to show some other stuff from this stuff I was playing. If you send that, I definitely will. I'll play
I just
it real
sent
fast.
it.
It's interesting to
Okay.
me. I didn't even know this.
Yeah, I
All
sent
right.
it.
Babe, send it to my Twitter. All right. Okay. All right, B.
Okay. Did you need me to drop down? I don't mind. It's fine.
Oh, if you want to hang out, I thought you were trying to. No, you can hang up. You can hang up there. It's cool. Let me see, guys, real fast. Back to the live. I said I was going to show you some stuff real fast before I play this.
Okay.
Why is this damn Twitter like this? Showed that. Oh yeah, I gotta come back to that later. All right. So it's gonna be. You got it, Noel? You put it on the Twitter? Bandit the Creep is what I got. Bandit the Creep. All right, hold on. Let's go over here. Let's see what this is about. Do you know what about he comes on panel?
He comes into like mid, almost towards the end. Just scroll until you see him pop up.
So this dude right here. This dude right here that she's reviewing, though, is this the guy? Do you know this guy? So real fast, chat. This guy, I'm assuming this is what Nicolina's playing, right? This guy Bandit, he's like a tarot card creator, and he's makes Ernie Shell videos and Benny videos, like, you know, talking shit on them, whatever, for awareness, whatever. I heard that he was writing Ernie in jail or something like that. I don't know. You never know what the hell is real or not. Is it? Do you guys know what I'm talking about in chat?
I do.
Or is that all?
He kind of was cool with Ernie for a minute, and then he doesn't like
that
Ernie
caused
now.
the fall and a fly and a maggot. And I said, maggot. I've worked.
Here's.
Unless BK says it's okay. Right now, it's BK. It's about BK, and it actually went live last week. Texas came. You missed it.
I talked to him earlier. Matter of fact, I talked to John a couple times a week, probably.
All right, right here, guys.
What's going on?
How are you?
So this is interesting. Thank you so much for this. I didn't even know this was here. All right,
Yeah,
so this is it. This is it, guys. This is the start, I guess. This is the start. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna.
I haven't seen this, y'all, so we're watching this all together.
Hey, I'm gonna drop down real quick.
Actually, you look really good.
Thank you.
Okay, all right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Oh, look at all these people.
Okay, no problem.
They're so happy.
All right, so B dropped down. Actually, I don't know if having her on was slowing my shit up or not. I don't think so. Maybe it was. It's raining here, guys, so my bad on the McDonald's Wi-Fi today. But so yeah, I haven't seen this, but she told us that right after the Voices live that I was reviewing today, Benjamin jumps over to Nicolina's live, and let's just have a listen. I have no idea about that guy Bandit. I have no idea if it's true or not. So there's people that support Katie and don't in the chat. That's good and all. That's good and all. I like Katie, but here's the thing, right? But let's keep the focus on this dude, right? This dude is where we're trying to get the answers from, right? So let's see what he said.
Good to see you.
Hi, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm good. You know, I navigated the process, and
You look
know,
like
onto the next
Abraham Lincoln.
journey. You know, ankle monitor free, so you know I can move around and you know do some stuff.
Gang.
Gang.
Say it.
Yeah.
Say it. Gang.
Gang.
Hey, help me out. Wait, please.
What's up, Mr. Frank?
Open it back.
I'll open it back up. Benny Keyz says, hey, what's up, Frank? He doesn't care.
Yeah, you know shit. What y'all got going on over here?
You doing good? Well, we're covering the Blaine Katie Ernie Shell saga.
Oh, what's going on with that?
Well,
Did they get married yet?
they have not gotten married yet, but the HIV and HPV.
All right, turned it up just a little bit speed wise because they both kind of they both kind of talk slow. Let's be real.
It could crash.
Oh, HIV.
Ernie has HIV.
What's up, Sherry?
I hate to hear that. I really do.
I do too.
Damn. Who has HPV?
Blame Katie.
Oh,
And Lips has herpes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So how you been doing?
Not bad.
Look, for the record, that lady Lips is a mental case, people. That lady Lips is a complete mental case, just for the record. She is a loony bin. And for the record, she was talking shit on Wifey a few months ago about coming to Florida and doing some ass kicking. So Wifey said, okay, you know, when, where, and how. And Lips came and she was all gangster now. And then when she was in Florida, Wifey was like, what's happening? And Lips was vacationing, right? Wasn't really about her issue. But the lady is just a complete mental case on every avenue. Do you know that lady like just randomly pops up to Don and Candace's house every now and then? And she records everything. She's very weird, uninvited, right? And I'll ask Don, right? And he's just like, I don't know. But I know what it is. He's like so uncomfortable. He doesn't want to be like, get the fuck out of here type shit. I'm like, dude, you got to stop talking to that lady because she's a mental case. And I'm working on it, right? But anyway, just a quick rant on that lady. Let's go back to this.
Good.
Not bad. You know, living life. 3 grandbabies, Maggie's, and Vice 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I think my son is about to make me a grandpa. You said so.
Just a quick, just my observation. Still at mom's house.
No.
Yeah. He's in my oldest boy. He's in Kosovo right now for a wedding, and then he's going to the French Alps for a week. So,
I've
been trying to keep in contact with him. You know, Kosovo is still a little bit dicey.
Sketchy. Sketchy as fuck. Yeah, doesn't Benny look great?
Thank you.
You do.
I didn't gain a lot of weight and been in the gym and doing my thing. So
I will say he does look like he gained a little bit of weight. I'm not going to be a hater. However, if you're on probation, you can't do dope. That's what happens. No shade, no hate. Still Abraham Lincoln-ish, but with a little bit of weight gain.
Queen Ashley says, thanks for my black card back, BK.
I should have never took it from you. Can I get mine back? Look at
Okay, he's still in 2025 at the age of 47, wanting to be a black man. So that we still have that. I'm black, but just not from the waist down.
I will make you holla.
Get it? Hey, you dig?
You dig? I definitely stole that. I say that all the time.
Hey, you can have it. I'm not mad at you at all. You can have it.
How's Mama Keyz doing?
She's doing pretty good. She really bounced back from, she had a portion of her lower left frontal lobe, I think it was. They're getting ready to go to Rome for a week and then Paris for a week here coming up. That this could be a plausibility if I decide to jump back in. And so I think that I will wet my toe, but I think I want to really focus on the true crime stuff.
So let's talk about that for a minute. It's toxic.
Oh yeah.
And any of you that were around
Okay, so this is going to be him talking about it. Now, when BS was up here, he was saying that, in her opinion, she feels like there was some digs thrown, some digs thrown from him in conversation towards Katie. I'll be paying attention to that. So we'll see about that, because that is important to the conversation. That is important to his existence back here on YouTube. I'll be paying very close attention to everything Benny Keyz does, just so people know. And if you don't know about this guy, I have an entire playlist actually for your viewing pleasure with hundreds of videos, hundreds. I called the Jerry Springer Show once. On Benny. There's a lot of awareness if you don't know about this guy.
2 years ago, BK and I had the biggest fallout when I outed that he was not on the right path.
Right.
And I still sit here 2 years later. I've asked him for forgiveness.
And you know what? Like I've told you, and I'll say it again, like,
I believe
it was what needed to happen. My life was on a different trajectory then. And I feel like that was really, it was one of the essentials that, saved my life, really.
I'll just say this. What you were going through had me triggered, even though it wasn't about me. You had me. I was so triggered that you were going to die.
Yeah.
And I lash out when I'm triggered, and I aired all of your dirty laundry.
Hey, that's part of it, though.
No, you tell me that. You tell me that, but I still have guilt.
But I pray that one day soon you can, relieve yourself of that, because again, I looked at it then like, oh my God, this woman, but it really, once I got over the hump, was really one of the things that was essential in helping save my life. I looked at it as an intervention, that and the judge, and I don't want to go too deep into that stuff, but it was multi-tiered, and it was it was a Godsmack, and it saved my life, and so I'm too blessed for it to have, I needed that, and I think somewhere down the line I realized that
it was an accountability truck.
That's it. It was an accountability stolen truck.
You had us so worried, and I was so angry with you because I looked up to you. I know that I let a lot of people down through that time.
Imagine looking up to Benny Keyz. Like, imagine that. That's comical. Didn't he bring her to YouTube? Somebody said they'll be fighting in a couple months. That's comical. It's so true. And I did call Jerry Springer. I tried to get him on the show. I actually acted like him. I'll play it here in a second. I said, hey, my name's Benjamin Dwayne Lindsay. I actually sucked off my ex-wife's trans brother-in-law. I like to tell, I snitch on myself. I'm an informant. I went in. They never called me back though. I think the message I left on the voice machine was to Jerry Springer for Jerry Springer.
And
Kemper says, what's up, Benny?
Hey, Uncle Kempy, how you doing, sir?
Going on together. And we know what that was.
Yeah.
I was angry. I wasn't indifferent to you. Indifference means I don't.
It held me to a higher standard, and I let a lot of people down. A lot of people.
No, you know what? No. Don't say that. Don't say that. You let yourself down. And we were here saying we're mad that you let yourself down. You know what I mean?
That was number one. And then me, and then a lot of good friends that, they stuck in the gap for me. They really did. So, I'm on a higher path now. Definitely.
I know you are. No, I know you are. And this isn't just bullshit.
No.
That BK in the past would have been full of bullshit. This is years in the making.
At least 20 years. Yeah.
No, I mean, at least the last 2 years. Correct?
Oh yeah, definitely that. Yeah.
Real fast. It's been so long since I talked about Benny Keyz. And I'm trying to go about this with an open mind, people. I don't believe him. And the more that I hear this and see this, me and about 10 other people are about 99.99999% sure that he is responsible for a troll channel that he was utilizing when off the internet. And I'm pretty sure we're right. But I'm just remembering all the stuff.
You know, I sent you the video of me getting the monitor off, and he said, "You're gonna miss it." And I said, "No, you think so?" But then, you know, actually there is, you know, it's strange that there was kind of a comfort. It was like a security blanket with it almost, right? And I have to untrain myself from making sure it's charged and this and that. And, you know, it's like, what do I do at 10 o'clock, right? You know, my girlfriend said, you do go home and go to sleep.
Keyz, no, seriously, you should send me that video link of the most recent video you did, that music video, and with permission to play it for these people, because while BK was not online, he was producing videos.
A couple times a week, probably. We stay in pretty close contact. You know, there's a handful. But, you know, of course, I understand the dynamic of the internet. It's so fast paced. Like, you know, like today somebody's got HPV, and tomorrow, you know, somebody crashes a van or something I hear. And, you know, so it just, you know, it's just always the next greatest thing. And so, you know, I get it. And there's a lot of people, though, that reached out to me periodically to say, hey, you know, we want to let you know we're thinking about you.
So I see what you're saying. Now, to this, that's a tough one. I don't know how many times he said it. It's hard to say if he's really sending a shot or if he's keeping up with all the YouTube drama. It's hard. Again, I'm not giving this guy any credit. If anybody knows about Benny Keyz, then you should know my history with him. It's hard to tell if that was a shot, but B said it said several times. So let's continue.
And, you know, don't give up, and, you know, all that good stuff. And I'm so appreciative of all the people, but especially the people that didn't have to be thinking about me, right? You know, and that's always that good feeling. Like, you know, I'm glad, and I wish that I could share more with certain people throughout the course of it. But
no, you gotta keep your
few days, because it's in the publishing process. Okay. So once it's published, then it'll be available to be looked at, and I would love for you to share it. Absolutely.
You know,
can we stop with this? Even with Cher and Nicolina, when can we look forward to some new music? Please stop, people. It's terrible. It's terrible. We don't need any more Benny Keyz hit singles in the country. For that matter, we don't need any T-Rev 757 missing child rap songs. Stop with the rap songs, please. Somebody tell the guy they suck. It's horrendous. No one listens to it. No one's buying it. You're wasting your time. Someone give some truth. I mean, seriously. I mean, fuck. If it's got to come from me, it'll come from me. Stop. It's bad. It's not good.
I will.
I know you will. I know you will.
I wish I could get it now. No, that was like way better than the Gen Crimes time.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm working with, you know, a clear mind state, and I'm in a different space and a different headset. And
if you guys could have seen this video that he produced.
This is for an artist that has a record deal, and it's a much different situation. And so I had to kind of, you know, step up the quality and all those things.
Oh, the quality was stepped the fuck up. Yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah. You know, and you did. You logged off for 2 fucking years.
Yeah. And again, like, you know, I you know, have the people from all the different sectors that I'll tune into and whatnot. But I think, you know, my focus is really, I want to focus on the true crime again. You know, I have sort of a you know, a knack. I don't want to say a knack. For it, you know, yeah.
A knack.
And, you know, again.
But, okay, hold on. You do have a knack for it, but you sometimes get way too into it.
Yeah,
and then you get fucked over.
Yeah. I think that I need to definitely stay away from having contact with the parents of missing children. Like, that's probably not.
I don't know if that's the thing, but
I mean, just for the record, guys, what's comical about this conversation is you have Nicolina just like yes manning and ass kissing her hero. But if you guys know anything about Benny Keyz and missing child cases, he's only horrendously affected them in a negative way. He's done a lot of damage in the Summer Wells case. And that's not the first case that he did that to. It's the West Boys. It goes back, guys. There's receipts for days on this guy, but it's well beyond the Summer Wells case. Well beyond. Him and Doug and what they did, bad, people, bad. But never was it okay. I had a family member from one of the cases he was involved in. They can't stand this guy. They cannot stand this guy. They cannot stand Molly Golightly for what they did to their family. It was years before. This case was years before someone else. Me and Noel talk to them all the time. It's not the mom, it's not the dad, but it's family.
Look at all these
Matter
people.
of fact, they thank me for riding them.
Look at his shoulders, you guys. Look at his shoulders. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He broke his hand a couple weeks ago.
So we had Mark being the cuck on review number 1. Now it's Nicolina being the, wanting to suck.
Doing dumb shit or making money?
Doing dumb shit.
Thank you, Ms. Ponty. Doing dumb shit. What about the other guy?
Chasing Justice says, I'm actually doing a true crime update soon, too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I know that Chasing has always been one of those sort of marvelous minds, to navigate those gracefully, because, it's...
that interjected themselves into our sector, that's all they can be, is toxic as fuck.
Yep. Well, I'm going to definitely stay away from those people.
Well, so you're going to have to stay away from Blame Katie,
okay.
Ghost, AI Angelo, Pete.
Who's that? Who's AI Angelo?
Oh my God, AI Angelo he has a CD out right now that you can buy for $20 and he will autograph it. And I'm like,
looks like I'd probably fast forward it right to the good point because she just brought Katie up. Now, I just want to listen. Point of this is I couldn't tell if it was a shot the first time he said the HPV thing. Depending on what and how he says it this next time is going to tell us if there's if him and Nicolina have actually had a conversation with her about her off YouTube. That will tell you everything you need to know about his future.
Who still uses CD players?
What instrument does he sing or play?
No, it's all AI.
AI.
It's Viper. You know Viper from Savages.
I'd have to see his face, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. The name doesn't just. But if I saw his face, then I might. But
Lightning Viper.
Lightning Viper.
No. Okay. It does not. It probably won't ring a bell because you were off this platform after he changed his name to Lightning Viper. Super embarrassing. Then you got the Shannon who has fucking. He's back in the tubes.
Yes, man. I'll be around a little bit. I'll float around. But I think was it the comment before? I don't remember the names. The Navy mom or what?
Yes, maybe.
That is, I think, kind of where I want to go is kind of like the unsolved cases. The one that. Yes, ma'am.
So, FYI, I don't know if you remember Bandon. He decided.
Is that the dude missing the tooth?
Yes.
Somebody sent me a picture of him. And he was like, look, he's missing a tooth.
He used to go after you. So he created a Craigslist ad for me. And I got a text message today. This guy's like, are you Nicole from painting? And I was like, what painting? And he's like, body painting. And I was like, what are you talking about? So I call the guy. He calls me back and he goes, well, this guy gave me your number saying you and your husband would come down to Jackson, Michigan and paint my entire body. And I was like, holy fuck, what are you talking about? It was Bandon. Well, this guy is putting me on Craigslist knowing that this guy is a psychopath. And
okay, that's kind of comical. That's kind of comical. The Bandit guy just redeemed himself to me in full value. In full value, Bandit just redeemed himself to me. The extent of making a Craigslist ad, putting her on it, and the creative aspect of she does body painting. I mean, people, you have to respect that. So Bandit gets a full pardon from over here, and he just redeemed him. Absolutely just redeemed himself. Okay, without a doubt.
He's been doing it to Ernie too. He's been listing Ernie in these same fetish websites where they are messaging Ernie. Can you imagine?
I think the guy wants to look dangerous, but he's really just dangerous probably to the people in his house.
He's not dangerous.
No, I think the guy has always wanted to, and I think that I hope he gets whatever he's looking for. But I think
he did threaten to drag me out by my hair to a shed and unalive me with a machete. His name is Isaac Layton Coffey, and he lives in Louisville, Kentucky. So if anything happens to me or my family, y'all better click this and make sure.
Okay, so I don't know about the machete threats and everything else. I don't know about that. I'd have to see receipts, but I'm just trying to find the other stuff. I have it on like 2.5. So if they're talking extremely fast, that's why.
The police know.
Well, I hope that he can I hope you can calm the demons. You know, I wish that for everybody. You know, I really do. And I think that, you know, I know as good as anybody, you have to be really careful what you say and do online because there could be real world consequences for that. You know, so
he's going to get some real world consequences.
Yeah, I mean,
I only have it fast forward like this until I can find what we're trying to look for, and then I'll slow it back down in normal speed.
It sounds like you know, there's enough right there with the machete lawnmower deal to have some real trouble. So
people love those.
Okay, just Lena. I got you. Anyways, I'm glad to hear your voice is good, and I hope that you know, I hope everything works out for you too. I'll be around. I'm not going nowhere.
Right.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and thank you for everybody for the well wishes. And I know that there will be, you know, at some point, you know, the ugly will come, but I'm just not going to engage in it. You know, that stuff is low vibrational to me, and I'm just not going to get involved in it.
So I guess I missed it. I was skipping it, guys. That's my fault. But what he's saying right here, this is interesting. Hold on.
Okay, Gypselina. I got you. Anyways, I'm glad to hear your voice. It's good.
There you go, right here.
And I hope that, you know, I hope everything works out for you too. I'll be around. I'm not going nowhere.
All right.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and thank you for everybody for the well wishes. And I know that there will be, you know, at some point it'll, you know, the ugly will come, but I'm just not going to engage in it. You know, that stuff is low vibrational to me, and I'm just not going to get involved in it. So.
Oh, BG says you look good, Benny. Glad to have you back.
All right, so he says that he's not going to go on the back and forth. Now that would be the second time he said that on Nicolina's panel. Very interesting. I don't believe it, but you know, hey, look, it is what it is, y'all. I don't believe it. Known Benny for too long of a time. Let me drop this link in chat in case you want to listen to the entire thing. If you're watching the replay, I'll also drop Skeletor's in chat as well. I'll put it in the regular comments, not the live. But yeah, I don't believe it. Let me know what you guys think. I just don't. Not Benny. Been covering him for years, man. Too long. He would really surprise me if he backs his own words, but I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm gonna let him do his thing. If he's doing true crime, not bothering people, I'm not gonna be bullying that dude. But you know, if he starts with all the shenanigans, then yeah, we'll absolutely have to cover him. And it doesn't matter at that point. I mean, what he just said, it doesn't even matter. Even when he was doing back and forth, it's not like he addressed too much of anything I would say online anyhow. He never would respond because I would always roast him. All the stuff with Benny that happened between us, he would try to do like offline, all these weird things. He has tried to swat me. He tried to swat Noel many times when I was in jail. Just a bunch of weirdo shit. A bunch of weirdo shit behind the scenes. And I can't say that if I'm being honest, did I do it back? 1,000%. I never swatted him. But when you're in that instance, when you're going through these types of stuff and it's affecting your real life or your job, he's called my job. You know, my probation officer was getting called. That wasn't him. But when these things are happening to you, you either sit there and take it or you do it back and it stops. And you have to. So there's just history there is what I'm saying. But because of that history, I don't believe what he's saying. I don't believe it. Has he gained weight? Yes. That's what happens when you're on probation. I just don't believe this guy. But Cher, definitely too dumb for the grift. Let me take some of you guys' comments. What do you guys think about it? More importantly, let me go back and catch the ones I didn't see. Oh, shit. I said this before, Nana. I don't even know if you're in here. Babe, did you thank Nana? She gifted 5 memberships. I appreciate it very much earlier. Thank you always. No problem. Not done yet. I know you did. I thanked her, but I don't know if she heard. Yes, please hit the like, guys. Please smash the like. I appreciate B for hopping up for a few minutes because B also has history with this guy. But I don't know. It's just interesting to see, to even hear his name because, to be honest with you, I forgot about him. I have not covered this guy in a long time. And if I could give you guys an answer about Benny Keyz, I would have to go to somebody that knew him best, like, you know, Lene. And Miss Lene will hit the panel. But she'll at least like conversate through Instagram to me and allow me to show it to the internet because she knows him. She used to be with him for a while. You know, me, Noelle, we know her, and I already know what her answer was going to be. I already know what her answer would be if I was to say, hey, look, Benny's social media ban is up. He said he's changing. What do you think? I already know what she would say. She's gonna say, yeah, right. Don't trust him. He'll never change. Probably verbatim. She would say that. But anybody can change. The timing is very sus. Well, it looks as though whatever probation he was on, he fulfilled it. And that was a stipulation from the judge. So he fulfilled his probation. And what it looks like now, instead of jumping headfirst back to the YouTube streets, is what it looks like. He's trying to do like a little bit of a YouTube tour, trying to like go where, you know, what he's going to go on panels here, there, kind of like make his face, you know, recognizable again. People, oh, there's Benny. Then he'll pop up and do something on his channel. But that's what it looks like. The timing is sus. Cher was in Jay's chat last week. That's interesting. Cher shit all over Jay, but I won't talk for Jay. Cher is a total scumbag. Now, the thumbnail of this video is a couple that are making a heart, and it's Benny and Cher. And if you look at the thumbnail, you have Mark the Cuck with an X going through him. It's because Benny and Cher, there's something weird there. Noelle's in chat. She can confirm this. Cher told Noelle a long time ago through text that Benny caused problems with her relationship. I don't know. They're not married, but whatever. Benny would type all these red hearts to her. It would make Mark all mad, right? This actually happened. And if you want, I didn't play the entire live, but if you watch the live that I played earlier, I would never tell you to watch any of Cher's content. She's a complete waste of time. And you've pretty much picked up the points over here on this live. But if you want to have a laugh, if you go back to that live and watch her, she gets so giddy. She gets so like moist and all excited because Benny's around. And it's comical because she's like almost forgets Mark's in the background. It's very comical. And if you know the history, then you know what I'm talking about because you've seen this before. But it's just very interesting to see it all again. These people will never change. They'll never change. Somebody didn't text Benny Keyz and tell him that Candace and Don broke up, which wasn't even true. It was probably her because she said it, right? That's exactly what happened. You know, for some odd reason, and I hate to see this, for a long time, there was not a lot of Summer Wells stuff with these tragedy pimps. It died down a little bit, but then it all spurred back up once Don beat all his CPS stuff, right? It all spurred back up. You see all these weird AI channels and shit, and you know, they probably are all, you know, working on something because that's what they do. There's talks of documentaries. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Very strange. But yeah, anybody watching this replay, please the Jack and Lily case out of Nova Scotia, if you can direct me to that parent, I would really, really appreciate it. If you have the actual Facebook profile or the link, I would really appreciate it, because they are going to be talking about that case later, those two, and you don't want those two plotting on that guy, right? So it was really important to me. It would mean a lot. It would mean a lot if you help me get there, because I will absolutely get a hold of that guy. I will tell him about them, and I will show him what she has done to another family with missing kids. And then I can show him. I can show that family on panel with me. I'm defending them against people like this. So please help me help them. Right? Help me help them is what I ask you. Right? About the at night begin speaking on Summer's case. Gotcha. That's what gotcha. Why polygraphs now is what I wondered, because it's been so long. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's a what can I grift now? What's that, baby? I hope it. Noelle said she sent me something on Twitter. I hope one of you out there in the internet gave me what I asked for. Let's just see. Am I about to get happy? Am I about to get happy? Huh, what is this? Oh. So he posted on his channel. Okay. I thought it was the parent stuff. All right, guys. That's interesting. Very interesting. Hey, Booze. What's up, Written the Star? Thank you. Love you, babe. Thank you for dropping the links. All right, guys. I'm going to be out of here. What's up, Shay B? Hold on. Let me give you some shout outs. Cher has always had the hots for Benny. Thank you so much for noticing that. People forget so easily. Yes, they do. Everybody who joined me today, I appreciate it. Beach Life, what's happening? I will leave these links in the chat. It's up to you if you want to give them views or not. What I played, you should have seen those pictures of Cher that what she sent to Don. I've showed those a million times. If that was your first time seeing those, that's kind of wild to me. And whatever I posted, I'll leave a link to at least. I always try to leave you guys with receipts. You know what I'm saying? You should expect the same from other creators. All right, guys, look, we'll talk soon. Keep me informed with anything you want to send us. It's not hard to get a hold of us. Call the number, text. You could always call private if you don't want to. If you're sketchy, that's fine. You could always email. If you send the DM. You can't call private. My bad. She has it set where it'll auto reject the private number. That's fine. You can call if you want. You can text if you want. If you got any type of information, if you want to tip me off on something, if you use the social media platforms, don't send the TikTok DM. I don't ever read them. Twitter is the fastest and easiest way. So, all right, y'all. Let's see what happens. Keep me informed on it, and please get me that Facebook link so we can keep another family from not getting harassed by these idiot morons. And let's see what happens on the 21st. I'm signing off, y'all. Much love, much respect. I'll talk to you soon. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at WHITEBOY Radio Clips. And in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.